And then in tomorrow or a couple of days, we're going to put this to these webcasts. So for instance, if you go to Academy and the webcasts, right? So then you will see current webcasts and the past webcasts, right? So this is this one. And then you're going to be able to find this view webcast recordings. And that way you're going to be able to access to this webcast and all others, actually. Last week, I was talking about the patterns, about the market analysis, and also how to trade in current markets. Talked a lot about odds of success and the screener, okay? So why don't we start? And today's topic is how to trade with trends using artificial intelligence. My name is Sergey Savastyuk. I have a PhD in mathematics. I've been teaching math and also started a few companies here in Silicon Valley. And Tickeron is one of my companies. And I really like that topic because I've been trading myself quite a lot. And whatever I know about trading actually is in this system, okay? So what is the Tickeron? Tickeron is a registered investment advisor with the Security Exchange Commission, with SEC. And it's actually a big deal because we are on the guidelines how to perform our advisory services. You obviously have seen other services, and quite a lot of them are not SEC registered. And if they are not, they can tell you whatever they want, okay? But there is always a borderline how much BS you can say, and if you say too much, you can be sued, okay? So for instance, Online Trading Academy being sued for false or unfounded earning claims by Federal Trade Commission, as you can see, February 12, 2020, and they've been charging $50,000 per trading course, and a lot of people complained whatever they claimed never worked, okay? So they are not a SEC registered company, so that means they went too far and now they're being sued. We are registered, in that way we cannot really claim any guarantees. But what we can tell you is how well we calculate our advice and what the real odds of success are, okay? So how to find out if the company is registered with SEC? You have to find this form, ADV Part 2, okay? That's a obligatory filing with SEC. This is an example with the Betterment. Maybe you've heard about this company, and I found that on their website. And you can find similar form on our website, okay? So if you do not have that ADV Part 2 with another company, then please be careful with all the testimonials, whatever they claim, they can say whatever they want, okay? Be careful. Okay, so why did you come here? Because obviously you really want to find out how to use AI in your trading. And in fact, almost 75% of global trading is handled by algorithms, okay? And that's what you really want to do, because it's quite a task to trade without any help or hint. If you don't do anything which relates to math, then you're pretty much playing casinos. So what I'm going to tell you today is the following, okay? A very basic trading plan development, very basic plan, okay? Then I will introduce our terminology, which are odds of trading success, which is fundamentally pre-calculated backtesting, okay? Then I will tell you how to analyze trends in a group, okay? Then I will show you how you can use our own paper trading to test our technology. Then I will show you trends which are derived from the news feed, from the screener, and from trend prediction engine, okay? So let's start from the very basic ideas. It is not simple as you think, but I will try to present it in a very simple manner. So let's see. What I did, I kind of split it into 4 different type of strategies, which you can develop and think which one you like, okay? So for instance, this one, trend continued. So the stock goes up, and you really believe it's going to continue to go up. And it does go up quite often. And that way you can bet on the continuation of a trend, okay? Quite a lot of people like to trade on a dip. So stock goes up, a little bit down, and then goes up. So you're trying to catch this territory, right? So trading on a breakout where you have a specific target price, if it breaks through the target, then you trade at this entry point. And then trend reversal, stock goes down and then goes up, okay? Most beginners like to find these trend reversals because they believe they catch this particular point, then they're going to be able to make as much money as possible. This is the most dangerous search you can encounter, and most of them actually get to this territory, goes down and keep going down, or this one down and a dip, a down. So my recommendation, whatever you can take out of this course, out of this lecture, please don't try to find trend reversals. It's the most unfruitful territory and the most dangerous, okay? Here's examples, okay? So how to really analyze what I'm saying. This is a trends in crashes from 2000 to 2020, right? So I've been in all of them, and all of them start from the big crash, okay? Quite a long, this is a burst of the internet bubble. Goes down, then you see reverse, and then all the way down, okay? The same thing, 2008. It went down, went to reverse, and then all the way down, okay? So as you can see right here, it went down. Now it's a little pop up. And a lot of people expect going all the way down. Here is a statistic, okay? So if you take trends and all the crashes from 1929, so there were a lot of crashes, 2000, 1929, 87, 2000, 2008, 20, so at least 5, okay? Then what happens, typically it goes down about 30%, then some reversal, as you can see right here on the yellow, and then goes up and then all the way down. You see this 29, this 28, okay, and then it is 87, and then we're right here, okay? So now we're approaching the point of a simplification. What are the odds of success, right? Odds of success is pretty much collecting the past data and doing backtesting and analyzing what happened in these markets, okay? Not for entire market, but per stock, okay? So let's take an example and then let's introduce what the odds of success are. So let's assume you have that trading idea or trading plan, a trade on the trend continued, right? So what you do, you believe that what's going to happen, and this is a particular stock, right? Let's say Tesla, Microsoft, okay? So you say, okay, this is this. So you go back. In fact, you have to go back and do backtesting. So you go back on a particular strategy and then check, okay, it went up and then up. Oh, it's good, it's success. Went up and down, it's a failure. Then up, up. Success, up and down, it's a failure. So that means odds of success, it's 2/4, it's 50%, okay? So let's take another example. Let's say you're trading on a dip. You found this trade through some particular algorithms. What you have to do, and that's what a lot of software offer you, is to, again, go back and you take that software, find the similar pattern or trend, and then go back and see success, failure, success, success, then 3 quarters, then it is 75%, okay? So what is the difference between our backtesting and all others? We pre-calculated well in advance, okay? So we do not ask you to do any backtesting whatsoever, okay? Let's take example. So this is our system, okay? I go home, and then we can see on this side what we see here. We see the news. This is a news about the global market sectors, and this is a news organized in a similar manner as like your Facebook news feed, right? So what you have here is the news, which are generated by our AI. And as you can see, what it's writing. It was 47 similar cases were found for this particular stock, okay? And some of them were successful. So what I'm gonna do, you already joined for free, so that information is free. You go here, okay? And then you get inside of the system, and then you will be able to find out how many cases out of whatever 47 was successful. It turns out we found for you pre-calculated number of cases where the stock continued to go up after doing what? It moved above a 50-day moving average on April 29th, yesterday, and 47 times it crossed a 50-day moving average, and then 31 cases continued to went up, so 66%. So you're going to say, oh, I have no idea what you're talking about 50-day moving average. Some of you will say that. Then you click here, and then you read what it means to use moving averages. So the main point is the crossing the 50-day moving average, and there are some conclusions. So if you're confused in reading this news, you just click here, and then you're going to be able to find whatever is necessary. So we use not only the known indicators, and I will show you what kind of indicators we use, but even simple stuff, like, for instance, this company went 34% during month, okay? The question is, it went up 34%, similar to this case, right? So your plan is 34% up. The question is that gonna go continue up, okay? This question, is that going to go up as a continuation, right? So what we do, we pre-calculate how often it went quite significantly. We found 211 cases like that, and 136 of them, it continued to go up, okay? So from this reading standpoint, you already have quite a lot of cases where it is pre-calculated. Okay, let's look at another news. It's again crossing 50-day moving average, and there's more of this type of news. And then what you can do is filter by either classes of asset or by topics, right? So you click here, you see, I have only stock. Let's assume you want to analyze only cryptos or together, ETFs, mutual funds, Forex, and penny stocks, okay? So let's assume you are interested only in a technical analysis. You want to find trends, okay? Then you see it's organized how? There are, let me show you here. You see, there are hashtags, okay, technical analysis, and then there's a for stocks, and let's assume you want to find all with RSI. Some of you heard about RSI. So we here are going to generate for you news on technical analysis, RSI, and you're going to be able to find trends, the up and down. This is red, so that means downtrends, with the odds 71%, okay, based on RSI. So what I'm trying to tell you that all others are going to force you to calculate the backtesting. We're going to give it to you just as a pre-calculated odds of success, okay? So let's move on. So now you know a little bit about how we calculate odds of success, and I told you what it is. And then I will show you that on this simple example, what we're trying to accomplish. This system has two sections, one for investing, another for trading. And the trends are important to find not here, not here, not here, but right here. So we're trying to catch the moments when it is for sure this person, you see, it's 1.5 pipe skiing competition gonna fly. So we want to find whether or not this person is really going to fly, whether or not you're really going to make a profit. Okay. So if you are trying to find the reversal, it's very unlikely you're going to find it here. It's going to continue down, down, down. You're never going to find it. Okay. So that's what we do in this system. Okay. Now, let me tell you one also trick on finding the trends. Always find, and you already noticed on this market, it's very volatile market. Some people are going to say, what's the trend in this market? The trend is in a herd, okay? What it means if the entire market goes up, most of the stocks goes up, okay, go up. And if the entire market goes down, it also goes down. It's like ships. If you have a noise from left, it's going to go to the right and opposite. Okay, so that means if you really analyze the category or the theme, then you're going to be able to know where one group is moving, and I will show you how to do that. Okay, so this is a real basic. Now let's look at the system, how we do that. Okay. So the very first thing you really want to learn about our system, either before login or after, you can use it either on the web or on your cell phone. We don't have a real app yet, but it is mobilized version. So you can use it on your cell phone from Chrome or whatever your Apple iPhone, then you're still going to be able to find it. Let's assume I want to find the trends for, let's say, Tesla, right? I'm typing here Tesla, okay? I'm picking up and then again go, okay? So that brings us to all information we gathered about Tesla, okay? So this is the price, how much it gained or lost today. This is the information about the trading session. As you can see, we're making a commentary. It was a gap up on 6.81% and then went down all the way, okay? And then what you can see here is that what our system picked up, that the major signal was here on Tesla. It is intersection of the 50-day moving average, okay? And then, it's 10-day moving average broke above 50-day moving average. You're gonna say, okay, I don't know a hell of a lot, but as I said, find this here and read it, okay? So let's read what is going on here. As you can see, here from basic information, we analyze from technical perspective about total 8 different indicators. As you can see, they're confusing. 4 show up, 4 show down. But the odds of success, average odds of success for this one is higher than this one. So we then go to describe that to you. We tell you momentum indicator, 77% odds of success. MACD, 71. You're going to say, I have no idea what is a MACD. You click here and you read it, okay? So then you see some indicators show down, but with the less chances to move it down. Then we analyze that from the fundamental perspective, like for instance, volume. So here we calculate the chart of advancing versus declining issues. And as you can see, number of buyers 2.6 versus 1. Okay, so there is number of buyers more than number of sellers. That's a good thing. So then we have proprietary fundamental rating, profit versus risk. Is that a good company? It turns out it is good. Valuation, it is somewhat overvalued company, okay? And then P growth, it is not the best at this moment. Then we analyze support resistance. As you can see, there's a lot of additional information like fundamentals. All fundamentals you need are here. And then, as you can see, we have here AI trend predictions, where AI is really looking at the entire picture. And it turns out it doesn't look good for the Tesla, okay? And I will show this tool sometime later, okay? So here you can read about earnings reports, headlines, and here we go to other sources and find for you other articles from Forbes, Investor Place, and others. And then you can see then all news we've been generating for Tesla. So you have this as a feed in your cell phone or in your web. Here, it's quite a sophisticated part on the right side. As you can see, we took and then look what groups this company Tesla belongs to. So for instance, it belongs to the industry motor vehicles, okay? And then this entire, all these groups lost today, okay? And this is a correlation to these groups. So there are a lot of trading strategies related to analysis of the groups. But if you remember, I told you, look what's going on with the group, right? So what we can do, we can take, let's say, motor vehicles, okay? And click it here. Then we can look for all news in this group, okay? Now, I'm pretty much at this part telling you what is the trend group analysis. You remember I told you? Okay, let's go and look at the trend of a group. So what we see here is analysis of this advances versus decliners. So for the cars, it is also kind of moving up. And then now this is a news for all other, let's say Fiat, right? News about Fiat. Then General Motors. Then all other Tata Motors. As you can see, by one click, I extracted all these companies, and now I can analyze and see what's going on with every single one for the purposes of comparison of the trends, okay? Let's go back, okay? So you see, I started for one, I ended up with the analysis of the entire industry with a few clicks. Now, let's see how I can analyze the upfront some of the industries, okay? So now people talk about, let's say, airlines. I type in here, let's say, category. It is airlines. Airlines, defense, freight, airlines. Okay, I click here, and I can go to the screener. I'm not going to go to the screener this time. You can either look at another webcast or join another webcast or experiment yourself, but that's quite a sophisticated screener. Maybe I will have a couple of minutes to show you, but I will go, let's say, to summaries, okay? Where I'm going to see all the summaries about all the companies related to the airline industry, okay? So as you can see, this is all the tickers. They're here and also here on the right side, okay? And I see what's going on with the entire industry. And it starts from analysis that, okay, only 34% chances to go up. And then one-to-one ratio, it doesn't look good. But some of these airline companies kind of show some possibilities of going up. And here is the thing, I will show you how convenient our system is, that you see all these tickers, okay, 21 ticker, always look for this blue field, and then you can transfer pretty much to anywhere in the system you want, okay? Let's assume I want to see what's going on from AI perspective. I will click it here, trend predictions. Now, I moved all my tickers to another module with one click. You see, this is the same tickers, okay? And now I see what's going on. And the AI says, for all these airline stocks, it doesn't look good, okay? If you remember, the group showed very weak perspective of going up, and then all the red. So airlines are not ready for what? They might show some signs of going up, but are they here? I don't think so. It's too early to buy airline stocks. Okay, that's the quick analysis you've got simply by starting right here with airlines. Okay, so let me show you another example. What do you want? Let's say oil. A lot of talk about oil. Okay. Oil and gas production. Click here, go to summaries, go, okay? So now let's look what the AI thinks about the trends for oil companies. Okay, how many tickers do I have? I have here 97 tickers, okay? And then you see the advances versus declining situation is better, but 37% chances this group is going to go up. So that means it doesn't look good already, okay? But some of them look good, right? So you see there's a lot of lost, still opportunities, buy, you see there's a lot of buy, okay? Yeah, it's buy, but as a group, I'm again going to go ahead and check it with the trend prediction engine. Okay, I click here. And again, with the one click, I'm analyzing the entire group. Okay, and I see here is a lot of red stuff within a week, within a month. I will talk about that tool more. I'm just showing you how I'm analyzing the group. Doesn't look good, right? So, okay. So let's see whether or not we're going to find something moving up. Let's look at the gold, okay? Let's say gold, okay? Precious metals. If you don't know that this industry precious metals, just type gold, okay? Go here again. So I'm right now looking for the trends for the herd, right? Which is precious metal stocks, okay? You see it looks much better than it was before. Chances 90%, 90% chances the stock is going to go, stocks, it's a group, right? And you see advances versus decliners. It is 2.25 versus 1. So you see a lot of buyers on gold at this moment. And what it means, there's going to be from physics, inertia, you have to have pull it up, right? So, okay, that's a good news. You see companies are somewhat uptrend. You see, we're analyzing each of them and then giving their signals buy, strong buy, okay? Then, okay, let's try it again. We're gonna go and see what's going on. Trend prediction engine, see what we're gonna see here, okay? We again, with a click of a button, brought all of them gold stocks to here, and then see if we, yeah, you see, now I see a lot of green stuff. What it means this group has a really good chances of going up, and now you can use this tool to pick up some specific stocks in gold to benefit either within a trade a week or a month, okay? So you see, I've analyzed the trends in a very interesting manner, just picking up out of the air what I know is going on with the market. But if you don't know where to find it, what you can do, I'll show you screener, right? It's a very sophisticated screener because I'll show you what is the typical screener at any other company. I will show you this way, okay? Let me show you what other have. So in order to understand the screener, you go to any other screener. What you're gonna need to know? You're gonna need to know what it means PB ratio. You have to know what is a PE ratio, maybe you know. Then beta, EPS, ROE, revenue per share, total debt, PEG ratio. So you have to consume all this information and you think, oh my God, why do I need to have a screener? So what we did from, oh, sure. From uh, just a second, guys. Sorry, guys. Says everyone is working from home. Well, me too, and somebody is cleaning my backyard. Sorry for that. Okay, let's go back. So this is a typical screen for the screener. Okay, what we did, we introduced our own fundamental rating, such as, for instance, valuation. You want to find undervalued companies, and this is companies which are undervalued. If you want to find good balance between profit and risk, this is the criteria. So if you want to find price growth in a company, then as you can see with the price growth, you see they're growing companies, okay? And the same thing with the technical analysis. You can click here and see all our indicators pretty much in one table, and you know and how to read it. It means the signal was today, and that says that it's going to go down. Okay, it's an overbought, and some of them green, some of them red, right? In order to find out best, you click here, TA score, boom, and you get all the green. Okay, and the same thing here. You can click here, FA score, fundamental analysis score. You get all the greens here, okay? So that's how easy it is, but that's not the topic of today, okay? Anyway, so what you can do is to go to this field, okay? And now you see how much every industry lost or gain within 1 month, within 1 week, today, right? Today was a lost day, okay? And then if you think, okay, 1 quarter, see energy metals, you would be able, if you click it here, click and click. So then here you're gonna see all these companies which you will be able to analyze and pick up the trends. And the good thing about that is, so let's say you want to pick up, let's say 40 companies. You click here, it's about 20 companies on the page. You see I have 40 out of 85. And then I want to, let's say, they score, then I can bring them to the summaries, okay? So with 1 click, I'm bringing, now I can read about all the stickers which I just picked up, right? Okay, so as you can see, I just did it for the purposes of demonstration, and all these companies here are analyzed, okay? So try to collect your questions, and then I will be able to answer. But you already getting an idea that what I'm trying to tell you, analyze your herd first, then pick up something which is jumping up, okay? And that's the approach you are taking. And then from the conditional probability standpoint, if all of them moving to the left, then probability of you peak of moving to the left is the same, right? So if you want to buy, try to find that herd which is moving up, okay, then your probability or odds of success of going up is much higher, okay? So that's what math says, and that's how AI is built, and that's what you can find in our products. Now, let's go and then see a little bit more about this trend prediction engine, because that's what I promised you to show. As you can see, oh, I didn't show you the paper trades. Yeah. So the paper trades is a good tool to test your skills and our own Tickeron's abilities. So what you do the following. Okay, first of all, you get familiar yourself with the paper trades. See my paper trades. You click here. Okay. So then you see all your trades you're making. Okay. And then that's my trades. I will do, let's say I'll show you within the last month, I'll just making demonstration and then picking up and making trades. So for instance, I showed you Tesla, you type here Tesla, TSLA, similar like you see. And we thought it's gonna go up and you buy, okay? Market is closed, so that means we're gonna record for you this as if you bought it. There's no real money, no nothing. You see, it's a pending order of Tesla going to be executed at open price. Okay, so what I have made so far, 146 trades. This is a trades. Okay, and all of them recorded as if it is your brokerage account. Okay, we call it paper trades. But if you have an idea out of our system, you just simply click and then, or an idea from any other source, and then you record and then see how it performs here in open trades, okay? So I have here very few left, okay? I exited quite a few today with the gains and losses. That's where I get used to exit with losses, but also with gains, okay? So the thing is that what you have to look at the paper trades is the average profit and average loss, okay? Mine is approximately the same, which is good because I'm making 76 good calls, okay? And only 24% are not good on the long position and 69% on the short positions, okay? So that means my track record is not bad because I'm making money simply losing something, gaining something, pretty much the same, but because my rate of the guessing is good, I'm winning, okay? So that's real records, which you can use, okay? So let's take an example that you want to trade that entire group. So how many stocks? 40. That may be too many for me, 48. I will show you later because I will show you like that. So fundamentally, if you want to test whether or not we selected that group well, you do the following. Click here, and then paper trades. Boom, you click here. And then what's happening, you can move your entire list, all of this, to the paper trades. Okay, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to screw up my paper trades, but you can really move all of them. The way it works, we assign 10,000 to each trade, okay? And then trade is given 10,000, then we calculate number of shares, record it in the open trades, and then you have to exit. I see a few questions. Okay, let me check. How to scan stock near the breakout points? Okay, about breakout points. Here is the thing, guys. Today lecture is about trends. Trends, they don't have breakouts. When I'm talking about patterns, okay, let me show you if I have it somewhere. So let's assume I would go to pattern search engine, okay? So it also finds trends, but in a completely different manner to find the pattern. Let's say this is a cup and handle pattern, and this is a breakout, okay? So it finds the pattern, it's a handle, and this is a breakout. Today's presentation is not about breakouts, okay? What you can do, you can go here, go to webcast, and if you want to talk about breakouts and you want to learn about breakouts, I recommend to go and find the patterns, like I did that last week, okay? Listen, what are the breakouts, how they matter, you're going to learn hell of a lot, okay? So I think I answered that question. There was another one. When the system calculates the past trends, how far back it go? So 12 months longer. Yeah, we go about 5 years. Yeah, we go to 5 years and calculate back test for whatever data we have. If we have 10 years, we calculate on 10 years. So we have thousands of the CPUs which are crunching this pre-calculation every day for every stock, for every news, for every indicator, for every trend and pattern on everything, okay? So we are doing that pre-calculations in advance. That's the difference between us and any other company, okay? So let me go back and talk about this advanced search, okay? First, because what you want to really do is set up a daily alerts. You have to understand that trend prediction is end of day data and analyzing trends end of day, okay? So we do have patterns found for real time, intraday. So we can find the patterns inside of the day, but that's a different products, okay? So let's talk about that one. Why it is important to know overall trend. And our recommendation is to work both. And how? Let's assume you know the overall trend on the several days is positive, right? It's bullish. Then you're going to be able to find some bullish patterns on the same stock, and then the probability of going up even higher, okay? Let's talk about these daily alerts. What you want to do is set up your search criteria, okay? So if you want to work only with the stocks, then you work only with the stocks. But let me show you how to test it. So what you do the following. Set up stocks, okay? This is advanced search, okay? In daily alerts, you can set up for everything. But for the search, you set up with the stock. Then let's say you want to only bullish, okay? So let's say, and then the confidence level, you can, let's say 60% and up. And then boom, you have some stocks which are here, and you can sort by the confidence. You see some of them 90% confidence. And the way it works is if you're looking for a week, we don't make a wild prediction it's going to go up. But what we're saying that we need only 2% per week. If you have 2% per week, 50 weeks, it's 100%. It's a good deal if you can make it, right? So if you look for a month, we're predicting 4% target, right? From whatever we're looking at. And that way, we do not know whether or not it's going to higher, but we kind of looking at some specific targets. That allows us to pre-calculate the odds of success, okay? So what you do, you set it up, and if you like the results, okay, which you can do the following. Let's assume you want to trade tomorrow. So the way you do it, you take, let's say, 30, and you create a watch list, okay? So again, with one click, you click here, okay? And now add new. So what I'm going to do, you see I created before, today is what, 30th, trend prediction engine up, right? Boom, enter. So I created my watch list. So what I can do now with my watch list, I'm gonna keep, I will keep it this one. What I can do, see, I go here, my watch list. You see, and they're here. I click, and now I can open that tomorrow. And is a good thing is that I can look at their fundamental analysis. I can look at their technical analysis. I can look at their fundamentals. And I also actually can look at their earnings and dividends when they're going to take place. Okay. So you see, this is earnings projections. This is the dates. Every information you need is here. So let's assume you have trading session. So the trading is going on. Okay. Here we do not track the changes every minute. What you do, you click here, theory, and then now you can move it to the scanner. Okay. So from the watch list, you come tomorrow and click on scanner. When you click on a scanner, then you're going to be able to see, this is a last session, but you're going to see how your stocks are moving. And then it's going to be real time. Everything is real. And then out of here, you can make paper trades. So that means you're going to, oh, okay, I want to kind of feel myself and test the system. Click here, ARCT, buy or sell short, and that's going to be recorded in the paper trades. Okay, so that's how you prepare yourself for tomorrow. You do your homework, you select some herds which are going to be moving up or down depending on what you do. But I typically prepare lists for the stocks moving up and another list for stocks moving down, right? How? You just go here and then click here, sell. And then, we chose bullish. Okay, so let's assume I would select here bearish. Okay, now I have stocks moving down, right? So then I can create another watch list moving down, right? So boom, I can create another one. Okay, but I'm not gonna do it. So now, when you feel comfortable with a 60% confidence level, you can say, what's the big deal with the confidence level? If you really want to study that, you go here, and let's assume I want to really look at the statistics of the bullish. So what we have here is the for every asset class, we have a different statistic, okay? So for instance, for the stocks, since 2005, since 2005, so that means what, 15 years of data. So we analyzed and made 29 million predictions, and 19 million were correct, okay? And confidence level, this is for all confidence levels, but if you make 70% confidence level, then obviously this percentage goes significantly higher. I think we should have here the number. And then here's the real paper trades for, let's say, Sina. We made prediction, 15,000 predictions out of 15,000. You see, it's almost, and made average return 22%, okay? It's all this data, all this collected. So you can analyze statistics here for all time of existing for the last 15 years. Okay. So this is a study. Okay. What you can do, you can bookmark some of the trends. Then you go here, daily alerts, and you feel comfortable with the setting up, let's say 60%, you click here, now it's set up. And let's say you want to get signals, only new signals, which are going to be coming up here. Penny stock, I don't like penny stocks. Mutual funds, boom. I'm going to work only with stocks, and I don't want sideways, and I want either bullish or bearish. That way, if I click here, I get all my bullish signals. If I click here, I get my bearish signals for the week, and this is for the month. Okay. If you want immediately to check what's going on, you can click here, instant search. You can type here, let's say, Agilent, right? And then you know immediately what's going on with Agilent. And then, let's assume you want to add here another stock, Alcola, okay, boom. So immediately you get analyzed from AI perspective, what's going to happen, okay? The way Zoom works, we have about 10 minutes for questions. Maybe next time I will set up like more time, but I know the Zoom is gonna shut us down in 10 minutes, okay? Don't hesitate to ask questions. As you can see, I covered everything, okay? I showed you plan development. If you understood what odds of success are, that's great. And it's quite important to trade when you really know your odds. If you have no idea your odds of success, then you have no idea what you're doing, okay? So either do your own backtesting, or you should use our system where we pre-calculate it, okay? I showed you very sophisticated way of analyzing the group, okay? Then if you want to test our system, or if you want to test yourself, use paper trades. Then you can get trends out of news feeds from the screener. I showed you a little bit. And then trend prediction engine is really using a neural network and analyzing quite a lot of data, crunching quite a lot. And that way it allows us to see something which naked eyes is not going to see, okay? So as I said, time for questions. You guys can type them, and then I will be able to answer. I hope that you guys understood something, and then you would be able to use it, because even if you use just our regular system, you always can get a signal feed right here on the very first page, on the home page. You will be able to get in quite a lot of places. You can see this watch intro. Watch them, they really help you to understand the page. And what you can see here, okay, let's say market analysis, okay, if you want to analyze the market. So you see Dow, SPY represents S&P 500, NASDAQ. I can do the following and say view more. Okay, this is analysis of major indices and in form of the ETFs, exchange traded funds. So I can click here. And now I can move them and see what's going on as a summary, okay? So what I see here is, you see it's advancing versus decline is 1.33 to 1. It's kind of market is still might go up a little bit, okay? And then DIA, it is Dow Jones. SPY, it is S&P 500 analysis, and then QQQ, it is NASDAQ. So kind of from that perspective, without engaging AI, you see from a free product standpoint, this analysis is done based on the classical indicators, okay? There's nothing sophisticated except pre-calculated sorts of success, as you can see, right? So I analyze the market. Market kind of supposed to be moving up, but as I started my lecture, there's quite a lot of downside ahead of us. And then what I can do is do the following. What our trend prediction engine is going to say about these four major indices. I'm clicking here. So what happens, I'm transferring 4 of them to the trend prediction engine, okay? And as you can see, I get immediately to instant search. This is 4 of them. Oh, okay. So as you can see, for the month, it shows within the month is going to go down, okay? So guys, be careful in this market. And what it means if you use classical indicators, which everyone is using, okay, it looks good, right? But when you check it with a more sophisticated tool, It doesn't look good at all. Okay. So let me see. There was some questions. Other members all looks like there are extra features for additional costs. Yeah, so what we did, we actually did the following. Some people like one product to buy. Some people like to buy several products, okay? So when you buy, you just buy whatever you need. And then you just, if you don't use some of the products, don't buy them, okay? Or you can cancel a subscription very easily. So some people like patterns, some people like trends, some people like combinations, okay? So for instance, if you trade only Forex, then you can buy only Forex. But our investigation showed that if you do a combination of, oh, okay, so you see that was already released. You see what we have here, because I'm subscribed for both AI trend prediction engine and this tool called Forex patterns, okay? So what I see here is as follows, that here's the patterns coming up, right? So it is New Zealand, and here I can find my, oh, okay, I think they just released that. They should have put that New Zealand on the top. But anyway, what is good about that one is that you can check what is the trend prediction engine thinks about every particular currency. And then when we have this local pattern on the time frame of 1 hour coming out, then you can check here and see what's really going on. Okay. So you see, this is a combination of two tools, this one and a trend prediction engine for the Forex. And then some people trade Forex only. If you trade Forex only, then why in the world you would buy cryptos? But some people trade only cryptos. Some people trade only stock and ETFs. So depending on what you need, you actually do the following. You see that premium products and membership, you select what you want, and then you can use it. Okay. More questions, guys? Okay. I don't see questions anymore. We're gonna end up anyway. Hope you enjoy it. Today is Thursday, Friday, but everyone on lockdown, particularly in California. Enjoy your weekend, guys. And I'm gonna stop sharing and I'm gonna close this session. Thank you and goodbye.